Oh my goodness. The date changed. You know what that means, right? It means we're gonna get these stupid advertisements again. Oh yeah, there's also Guild War. 2 young bucks would like to partake of my dragon dildos. We're up against TheArkans. Ooh, ominous. Daily player. I mean, I could bring Dark Corvus, but they're both gonna like focus on rule, right? And I can't bring ML Celine because she's gonna die pretty much instantly. She doesn't actually do any kind of CC, you know, they're like blind and silent, so I can't even like bring her and try to tank with that. This is kind of the limitations of not having good gear, right? But even if I had good gear on tanks, I don't think I have a tank that actually really tanks those. So we can most certainly give it a shot as it is. Not really too much else we can do. Hoping that Sharoon doesn't cause us too many problems. He was actually pretty high. Alright, we pretty much have to use this on him. I'm gonna try to do some damage to her, but I'm not expecting too much. Oh, okay. I guess dual attacks are gonna win the day. She took a lot of damage anyways, though. Like, she might have actually died to this from the burn damage. So, I don't know, the dual attack really didn't do too much for me. It added some damage, but the fact she took burns on it anyways, yeah. Add more damage. Can never have too much. Look. We're putting the rat to sleep. Precisely. Precisely what the diagnosis asked for. That really couldn't have gone any better. The dual attack kind of didn't really do anything, but if it had proc to burn, it would have been nice. It was, I think she may have like 15% of the burn or something, but I mean, it worked. It worked well. She was really squishy. I was right in thinking the Leluka might be squishy. Also, the Sharoon is really slow, and the Lilius isn't very fast either, so I think they're just gonna die because of the double armor break and everything else. She didn't fly ahead. I was just watching some of my old okay. It's almost not even worth doing this, but I mean, I guess it establishes dominance. I don't know. I think it's an artifact that makes her fly ahead or something. Well, everybody is going for the forts. Oh, look at this dude. This is an intro. Oh, we get to see her. She does things. She does things. She also only has 4 out of 6 awakenings. Don't know about that one. Look at this top lane. So this dude, when you put him at like 50% or something, he gains immortality. Right? So, he is generally speaking considered to be kind of annoying when paired with her. For tank groups in particular, but we haven't seen him outside of that. I think his damage can be high. So I can bring this to deal with him, but I need a way to like CC him or strip his shit. I don't think I got him. Hang on, let's see if this shows what his abilities are. I want to make sure he doesn't like gain immunity. Grants immortality to the caster. Upon lethal damage. After being attacked when the health is less. Activate plan A. So in the same hit that drops him below, chances are it's going to dispel a buff. So what you want to avoid is hitting him all at once, unless it's something like I mean, I can try to tank that one, but it probably isn't necessary. I think this is pretty good. We want to maybe kill him first and then deal with him, but I realized looking at the list there is that somebody used Arya. And Arya has a Shannon exclusive equipment added that gave her additional effect resist, which kind of doesn't mean anything in this regard, but well, it's a thing. So who else do I bring with that? He's gonna go first. He might kill her, honestly. Go bring her. She might survive. It's a possibility. Or I can do it this way. Now, there's a lot of complications possible with his bottom lane, which is if we don't control or kill this one right away, then that's going to go really badly. So I still kind of want to bring Zio into that bottom lane, honestly. I could try to bring SBA again. And see if she gets ahead. Alright, we'll try that. These will be different, especially this top composition is a really strange one. Alright, they're pretty slow, but... He does have Arno. Well, there's his immortality. Oh, she died. She died as she lived, hopelessly autistic. She did her job, I guess. So he actually gets an immediate attack off. No, that was his turn. Okay. Yeah. Alright, let's see how this goes. Oh, this is a disaster. Yeah, well, this one went well. That was like a 50-50 that was gonna happen. Wow, she's really fast. She's pretty close to 300. She's really fast too, actually. They might be all right though. Guess we're gonna find out pretty fast here. Oh. 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 Ah. Okay. Well, one's dead. We have like 8 years to work on this Landy. She didn't apply blind to anybody but the person who really doesn't care as much about him. This should knock Landy down even further back. We also stun the Leluka for what little it offers. We're gonna throw this on her. Oh, never mind. I thought that was gonna heal her, but I guess not. Her thing isn't ready yet? And she's dead. Alright, so they kind of went inverse of how I thought they were gonna go. I thought we were gonna have more problems with this one. And I figured the top one would be fairly simple, but I didn't realize that guy was, well, I didn't expect Landia to die instantly, but... I totally forgot about the fact that they changed Remnant Violet. No, they didn't change. He didn't counter. What was it they changed on him? I don't remember. Anyways, it was still Arya's not tanky enough to actually tank that, so... This would all depend upon him getting a debuff off. If we get 15%ed on the debuff, we will straight up die absolutely terribly. But if he does get a debuff off, you know what happens? We maybe stun someone. And probably kill her. That's the hope. Right? It all relies upon that glorious 15%. Yeah, she's faster than me. I wouldn't have been able to do this with Knockwall, I don't think. Actually, Knockwall might have been comparable to her. Alright, here we go, here we go. Oh. Alright. Now, this depends upon some other things, like... Who do I try to kill? That's my question here. She took almost no damage from that. She's probably really tanky, right? So go for her then. This will pop her thing, but she's gonna get her stun removed anyways. Or not, LOL. Alright, I was right. The stun did not get removed. Great, kill her. Beat this bitch. Oh my god, it actually went off. I think I maxed her shit out, didn't I? So it's like 50% or something? Fuck this, a rat. Fuck her. It's beautiful. Get beat by the pimp cane. How much health did she have? 16? Almost 17? I don't know. Would that have killed her? I didn't check how much damage it did. But she was faster than the AU Fiend, but we did have a lot of debuffs up, so... Might have been able to kill her? I just judged based on the defense that she didn't have sacrifice. I assumed she did, but I figured there's a good chance she doesn't because a very similar composition worked with that, and the only way I saw that very easily working is if she didn't have sacrifice. And she didn't. The only immunity is on the one we don't really care about. Yeah, she flew ahead this time. She didn't last time. Also, she has no effect resist. Oh no, that's the Lilius. Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. They're fucked. She did get her turn off, but it's not too big of a deal at the moment. She didn't do anything to me anyway, so... Rip and piss. I don't know, you seem thirsty. Have some bombs. Mm-hmm. I like the crit damage on the Landy that is like 20 speed, as though she's ever gonna get a turn. Why would you ever let her have a turn? Alright, so we dropped one round, and that was predominantly due to not really knowing what we were up against with this guy, where he got his extra attack off and that killed her. And I honestly actually completely forgot the Remnant Violet has a second thing, but did he counter? Or was he? No, he was just that fast because we were really slow. Yeah, my Arya's gear is just not good, and her gear is also not good. So trying to tank this was always going to be a bit of a shit show. But I wasn't really confident about running Zeo against it either because, yeah, if my knockwall was faster, she would have been great against this, absolutely. But I have no confidence running her because she's like 262, so why would I ever run her against something with Rand and Remnant Violet in it? But I actually think that she might have been... She might have been okay, I'm not sure. With Sid, I think she would have been okay. But neither of those still really solve this issue. Knockwall is probably good for, well, if she did damage like I wanted her to, she'd probably pop a skill 2 and he'd give himself immunity or whatever. Or he'd dispel the debuffs. But her seal might stop him from getting his immortality. So she's probably a good choice against this altogether. So long as you don't get counterattacked by him. But I really just wanted to find a way to enable Zahak to go in that. And having Amid fast would have been also a solution to pretty much all of this. But again, I only have the one unit that's fast. And then I have Zeo. So if I can't use Ran and I can't use Zeo because I don't trust them being able to deal... Well, I had to use Ran against the bottom lane. I didn't want to use Zeo against the bottom lane for, again, counterattack reasons. So I've only got one Ran and I've only got one Zeo. I can't really... I don't have much flexibility if I need speed on both ends and I can't use Zeo on one of them. I mean, I probably could have used Zeo in that top lane and just taken the Owl and just tried to, like, brute force him down, but when I've tried that in the past and he had lifesteal and he just restored all of his health on one counterattack and then, yeah. None of that party is actually tanky enough to take hits from him, and none of these were tanky enough to take hits from him. It was working very well, though. But if she got her skill 2 to actually go off, then we probably would have been good, because he almost assuredly would have died. And then we just had to finish him off, which maybe even she could have done. But unfortunately not, as it is. So I need something better for that. One of the towers attacked us in the last Guild War, and he obviously didn't look at this where the Ran annihilated this dude, even with Yuffie slowing the combat readiness. And he tried his luck against the same thing without anything to slow combat readiness. He just brought Zeo along instead. The problem being is that even if his Zeo was faster than me, chances are these two were faster than him and killed all of them anyways. So that's probably very much what happened in that first lane. The second lane, if you are not bringing an effect resist, a very, 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 very high effect resist. In fact, I don't think you can build effect resist on her high enough to deal with this group. So, but she probably went for Senya, so he probably just had 0 effect resist on her. And they all just died instantly. Is my guess. Well, actually probably not instantly, they probably died slowly and pitifully. Because these two, their damage is not high, but there is a lot of effectiveness in the group that is deceptively annoying to deal with, so it sometimes pulls wins, but I think the defenses could be a lot better. They're fast, but they're definitely not that great. Meanwhile, they're struggling against... What is this horseshit? Dude, Xenofaith has some of the most cancer defense I have seen in this entire game so far. Holy shit. He really is following the meme meta with his top lane. What the fuck? He like mixed in all the cancer. He created like a cancer alloy. Holy shit. I wouldn't even know what to do, but well, I would probably bring Dark Corvus against that. And she doesn't reduce the turns. So probably Dark Corvus and ML Celine and Roanna. The bottom lane is just absolutely disgusting, but that's one I could actually run Knockwell against because chances are they're not going to be faster than her. Sometimes they are, but chances are they're not going to be. This is the one I should gear right here. Green Lilius. That's someone I should gear because her damage seems to be really stupid. Remember when her skill 1 hit the Dark Corvus for like, what was it, 30 something, 20 something thousand damage? Her skill 1? Like, that was unbelievably stupid. And she has a really strong passive on top of it. So, I don't know, maybe you're like supposed to put Wind Rider on her, and I've only got the one Wind Rider. Maybe I couldn't really use her, but if I had speed gear, she's probably a good choice. Like this fucking stupid ass top lane. Holy shit. Unbelievably dumb. This dude seems pretty good. I haven't seen him. This is my first time ever seeing him. So he's kind of a meme, but he does seem to work. But you can easily counter him with Politis, I guess. This guy tried to do that and died. But you need to use Politis with Selene, Green Selene. Because Green Selene will pop his immortality and then you just get rid of it. Also, his Politis was level 50. So, I'm not sure what the fuck he was expecting with that. Not sure about that one. This one here was... I don't know. I think he may have tried to Soulburn Brazaria, but you need his thing to be up, and I don't think she's going to remove it. She might remove it at the end of her damage. It's possible. But obviously the fight went on long enough that that didn't really happen. He may have also gotten 15% in. We certainly know that feeling. God, but look at that. God, that's so gross. If I ever see a defense like that, I'm probably going to just go to a tower instead. I don't even want to deal with it.